Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmad Muslimani, and today I'm going to talk about the ultrasound tomography. So the idea of ultrasound tomography goes back to 1950s, but with the analog compounding set up in the mid in 1970s, the first system were built up utilizing digital technology. And the ultrasound computed tomography indicates to heavy depends on computationally intensive advanced digital signal processing, image reconstruction, and image processing algorithm for image. Successfully realizing of ultrasound computed tomography system in the last decades was possible through the continuously growing available of computing power and data bandwidth provided by the digital revolution. What is the ultrasound computed tomography? Ultrasound computed tomography is a form of medical utilizing ultrasound wave as a physical phenomenon for imaging. It's mostly used for soft tissue medical imaging, especially breast imaging, and in the next we're going to know why it's especially using for the breast imaging. And now I'm going to talk about the function of the ultrasound computed tomography. In the first step measurement, define the ultrasound wave as general with the typical piezoelectric ultrasound transducer, transmitted in direction of the measurement object and received with the other or the same ultrasound transducer. The ultrasound wave is changed by the object and carry the information about the object. After being recorded, the information from the modulated waves can be extracted and used to create an image of the object in the second setup. Ultrasound provides multiple information of the object. For imaging, the attenuation, the wave sound pressure experience indicates on the object's attenuation coefficient, the time of the flight, the waves gives the speed of the sound information, and the scatter waves indicates on the echogenicity of the object. Most ultrasound computed systems utilize unfocused spherical waves for imaging. Most ultrasound computed tomography aiming for 3D imaging by synthesizing or stacking the 2D images or by full 3D actual system. And that is the another aim of the ultrasound tomography is quantitative imaging instead of only qualitative imaging. Last thing, the ultrasound tomography system utilizes acoustic waves with the frequency between 19 kHz and 20 megahertz. And now I'm going to talk about the advantage of ultrasound tomography. Ultrasound computed tomography able to produce quantitative image of the acoustic properties of the tissue, such as the sound, speed, density, and the acoustic attenuation. Ultrasound computed tomography has several potential applications. Indicates breast cancer screening, and compared with the mammography, it's radiation-free breast conversion-free, and relatively inexpensive for the patient compared with the conventional P-mode ultrasound. It produced image with the large field of the view, and basically the breast cancer is the most common cancer in the woman worldwide. To decrease the mortality rate of the breast cancer, detection in the early stage with the screening by mammography, handheld ultrasound, computerized tomography, and magnetic resonance imaging are commonly methods used for breast cancer screening, and the breast cancer has a higher density and sound speed. However, many of these methods expose the examinate to harmful radiation and compression pain. Thus, there is an alternative screening system is necessarily has to be found, and that is the ultrasound tomography. Now I'm going to talk about the disadvantage. So the bones or gas can block the passage of the ultra waves, thus using it to obtain images to specific structures behind the bone or the gas is so difficult. And the overheating tissue or water in the body may become overheated due to the conversion of energy absorbed by the waves. The conclusion. In this study we found that the ultrasound tomography was significantly better in detecting breast cancer than the other method of scanning like mammography, handheld ultrasound, and magnetic resonance imaging. Many of these methods expose to examine to harmful radiation and compression pain. Thus too the ultrasound tomography was found, and it helped a lot of women to detect the breast cancer in the first early stages. And thank you for listening, Doctor, and I hope the assignment I did about this topic give you more clearly idea about ultrasound tomography.